You are welcome back to my channel today. So today I want to conclude on the behavioral signs that you will see that will serve as a pointer for you that your child might be into substance taking or hard drugs. So I've mentioned some points in my previous video. So today we are going to conclude. So another thing you should look out for, if suddenly your child begins to have new group of friends, before all his friends, they know you too, they do come to your house, you know them, you know those friends that he or she mingled with, but suddenly he just changed those friends and he started engaging with new group of friends entirely that you don't even know from Adam. My dear, that is a pointer or a kind of clue that that child might be into something strange and possibly hard drug. Another thing, when your child comes in or comes home at abnormal time or goes out of the house at abnormal time against the laid down rules or time that the family approves of, know that something is going wrong. Because when he wants to go and meet those new group of friends he has, they usually have a time to meet. And of course, most times it can be an odd period. It could be in the night. And when he goes out in the night, you just discover that the child did not return home until the following morning. When you see all these traces in your child, know that something is going wrong. It could be a sign or a pointer that that child is already into hard drugs. And it could be that you just discover that your child, that's another sign, that your child has decided to be breaking rules, the family rules, the household rules. He just break the rules. And among the things he can do to show that he's breaking rules is the fact that he goes out anytime he's like and comes back anytime he likes, and he or she damns the consequence. When you see this in your child and it has never been happening before, dear parents, something is fishing that you need to find out. So those are the signs. Breaking household rules and damning the consequences. Sudden change of new group of friends entirely that you don't even know anything about. In fact, you will hardly know you will hardly trace the families of those new friends or where they live. And another thing is that no, they come in and go out of the house at whatever time they desire or like. Or another sign is that when your child becomes somebody that starts disrespecting you, especially when he or she demands for money, and you stand your ground that you don't have money to give because you are already suspecting something. You will see the child can become so confrontational. When the child becomes so confrontational and he or she has never been like that before, my dear parents, something is fishing, something is wrong. It could be a sign that the child is already into hard drugs. So today I've mentioned being confrontational. A child that is never confrontational before becomes so confrontational, especially when it comes to money issue. Know that something is wrong. When a child starts going in and coming in into your house at all times, and even at times might not come home at all, and you begin to wonder where he or she has gone, something is wrong. When that child breaks rules and damn the consequences, something is definitely wrong. When he has a new group of friends, something is going on. The last one I want to mention, if God will help you, you are so vigilant, You are intentional, but by the time you start suspecting all this, seeing all these things, that you begin to suspect that something is fishing. If God will help you, we just find a time to go to his room when he is not there. Or you might even be there. You might just say you want to assist to clean his room up for him. By the time you begin to seal some unfamiliar powder, when you begin to find pills that are strange in your house, when you begin to see syringes, when she's not a nurse or a doctor, a medical person in his room, when you begin to see rolling papers or roll papers in his rooms, when you see pipes in his room, there is fire on the mountain. So as a good parent, you need to take up the challenge, not by force anyway, not by shouting anyway, not by screaming anyway, not by confrontation at all as a mother or a father, but you seek professional counsel. I'll be talking on how you can deal with a child that is into hard drugs in some of my videos in a very soon. Let me put it that way. Very soon, I'll be talking on how you can handle children that are into drugs as parents, and in such a way that God will give you victory and deliver that child too. So until we meet again, do have a lovely day. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe.